Hello, everybody. Shit. Oh man, I'm not allowed to cuss in the beginning. All right, it's okay. We'll go back and edit that out. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to this live stream where today we're going to be doing a bunch of things, and it's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be kind of awesome. We're going to be having some coffee because it's Sunday and it's early. For me. Then we are going to finish our smoothie because the smoothie thing is obviously like one of the biggest things that's happening on my live streams. Everybody loves the smoothie. Mythical Mater, what's up? And thank you for becoming a member. You're awesome. Hearts. Appreciate it. Let's do some things. There it is. There it is. There it is. Appreciate you. Yo, Carol, how are you doing? How is today? How is Sunday for Carol? Tell me. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, just so you guys know too, please, for the love of God, no Royal Rumble spoilers. Please, please. I haven't watched it yet. I've stayed off the internet to not see any spoilers. Someone who calls themselves a friend spoiled two things for me, but it's a long show, so hopefully not too crazy. About to read Phantoms. The is that the Dean Koontz vehicle? Jeff, hello, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to watch the Royal Rumble after all this. Yeah, that movie was absolute garbage. Chasey, how you doing? Hugs and hearts, yay. So yeah. So with the new anthology coming out, Gerf. The new anthology, we're calling it Our Time Is Now. And it's not just because of the Royal Rumble. It's like the same kind of thing. So yeah, we got this. Yes, I always said the book was better. Oh. So this is a hill you're ready to die on. Huh? Okay. Maybe I should catch back up with wrestling. I haven't watched it in a while. Dude, I'm not even joking you. The last like 3 years, and then especially the last like year and a half of WWE has been so good. It's not even funny. But like honestly, if you were going to like get back into it, like Royal Rumble season is always like a wonderful time to get back into wrestling. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. The bloodline shit was epic. And like they're still kind of doing it, and I think it's not done. I don't think it's done, but it finally had like a sort of conclusion. Sort of, but I think it's just like one chapter done. But good God, that was like what, like 2.5, 3 years of epic storytelling. It was just like every week, it was like, what? Like WWE itself wasn't good that whole time, but the bloodline story was epic. Like since they came out of the COVID era, when they were like not doing anything in front of fans, like when they first started to come back, that's when the bloodline story started, and that was just so good. So good. And then since then, since probably last year, they've really like kicked up everyone's game. Like probably since I don't know. I would like to say like maybe not like Survivor Series like 2 years ago. That's when everything really started to pick up. It was crazy. I haven't watched it since like 1990. Yeah, and that was seriously 1990 was probably one of the worst years in wrestling ever. Like 90 to 94 was probably like just like hot garbage. So anyone leaving around that time makes perfect sense. Oh, except I watched some of the NWO. Yeah, NWO was good. It had its moments, but like they just didn't know what to do with it. It was like when you watched Lost, like Lost was very compelling, but then like the writers didn't know what the hell to do with it, and it just kept going and going and going with like no ideas in sight. That's why you got to know where you're going, guys. You got to know what the beginning, the middle, and the end is. That's how you build freaking foreshadowing and stuff. All right. So we're gonna talk about wrestling. No, we're not, because I don't want to know anything that happened yesterday. Okay. I'm going to watch it later, and hopefully no one will ruin anything else for me. So whatever. But so I'm gonna be reading you. Lost was supposed to be 3 seasons, turned into a meandering 6. Yeah, for real. But to be fair, I don't even think they knew what they were doing in that first season, because they even said they're like, we just wanted to throw a bunch of weird stuff. Like why are there polar bears? I don't know, but there's polar bears. Like we just thought it was cool. We thought we would come back to it later. That's the problem when you have a writing room, guys. You assume someone will pick up the hole you dropped on the floor, but sometimes they don't. But I'm not gonna lie, I watched Lost religiously. I absolutely loved that show. Even though I like hate watched it most of the time, because I'm like, the fuck? Okay, the shake has left the building, guys. I'm sorry. I know most of you are here just for this smoothie, but I made it before the stream started because I'm a jerk. So I apologize. Yeah, those first 3 seasons, dude. Oh my god. Epic. Epic. Yeah, so before anyone starts questioning, this is the last painting I was working on. I was trying to do more kind of impressionistic abstract shit, or expressionistic abstract shit, but I was trying to do different like oil tones, like skin tones with oil, and trying to just like see what I could play with and what would come out and what blends, what doesn't blend. So that was just like a fun experiment. And to be honest, I got hammered and just did that. It was a lot of fun. I started working on 2 other ones, and then I ended up painting this other thing that's just like this awesome expressionistic no, just like a total abstract black and white thing, and I fucking love it. And I just did it on accident while I was waiting for other stuff to dry. So again, when you are doing other things, when other things happen, it's not a coincidence. It's not like a oh, that's interesting. It's not an accident. I mean, like when you let go and you're creating shit and you're doing all this stuff, and then while something's over here doing something. So like for me, I did an underpainting on 3 canvases, and I was waiting for those to dry. I got bored, and so I picked up another canvas and I did what I was going to turn into an underpainting on it. And then I just started kind of playing with it while I was waiting for the other canvases to dry. And within like, I don't know, like 3 minutes, like I started doing something really cool. And I absolutely love it. I should just show it to you guys, but maybe I'll save it for a little bit later. So anyway, so that's going on. What else is happening today? Oh, Today is the last day. Last day to get. It would have been Friday, but I figured since we're doing a stream today, I would do one last push for Los Angeles and for Panic. Okay. Los Angeles is poems about LA. Panic is 4 kind of longer short stories, like they're almost novella length. And they're just like kind of weird fiction kind of shit. So, like, what are the stories in here? Unsane Sam, which was like the first story I wrote coming out of filmmaking, but while I was still doing the filmmaking, because the story itself came from a dream from like probably like 2000, 2001, 2002, probably. The Killing of P3, which is like a total super paranoid, like conspiracy theory, like nothing makes any sense. Everyone's names are weird and their positions are weird. You don't understand what anybody does. And there's like sex robots, if you like that. Free Kindle books was my attempt at trying to write a short story using the most searched term on Amazon, hoping that Amazon would then really push my book as something, because Free Kindle books was the most searched for term on Amazon. But then I realized that Amazon didn't like the fact that I used that as a title of a book and then tried to turn the story into some weird, like Gestapo kind of fucking thing. And so they banned it. And so, and it was funny because when Amazon US, Amazon.com banned it, it didn't get banned on the other platforms right away. And it was just like this slow cascade of where, like, oh, Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.fr, Amazon.in. It was just like they all started coming in after that. It was pretty funny. And then Gonorrhea. That was a story that I wrote off of a short script I wrote for a screenwriting competition back in like, I don't know, like 2010 or something like that. But yeah, so that's a really fun book. There were 50 of these made, and there's only about 9 left. And this is like what the pages look like on the inside. It looks like more like a old pulp book. So I can't remember how many I just said. How many I say? 9 of those left. It's up on mattwallart.com. And then Los Angeles, I have 3 of these left now. And let's see. What is a good... Oh yeah, there's all sorts of good poems in here. Wait, did I change that? Oh, I didn't. That's so funny. There's something in this that I've always hated. There's a poem in here that has a hook. Okay. And when I started putting the book together, I moved 2 poems around on accident when I was just putting the book together. I think I was doing it because it fit the pages better. But the poem that I put before the one with the hook gives away what the hook is. So it makes that poem. So as a book, when you read it, it kind of gives away what the thing. Okay. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. But yeah, so it tells you the thing. I should read a poem to you guys from here. How are you guys doing in there? I love seeing someone painting outside. It's one of those things that make life seem like the movies. Oh, wait. I went for a walk around the park today and saw a girl painting on a canvas at a picnic table. Made me so happy to see. That is kind of cool. At my old place, there was a woman who lived downstairs across, and she had like kind of like a big patio. And she apparently is some like big wig painter. I can't remember what her name is, but she like goes to Italy like 3 times a year and takes pictures of things and then comes home and paints like ridiculously giant canvases of the pictures she took. But she would like sit out there a lot and paint. Um, but she was kind of a fucking bitch. So I didn't really talk to her. She got mad at me one day because I was spray painting one of my pieces outside, and she thought I was some degenerate youth because of my youthful appearance with my can of spray paint. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to read Crossing the Yellow River, Hypothermia, or Can I Bum a Smoke? What should I read? I'll let you guys pick. So, Can I Bum a Smoke, Crossing the Yellow River, or Hypothermia? What do you guys want to hear? Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the chat. Oh, shit. Let's do one of these things too. Let's do 5 of these, and I will set a timer for 45, and I will let you guys pick what happens. There we go. Boom. Boom. There you go. Goal is set. All of them. That's very sweet. I actually do need to do the book of this, like the audio book of this one. So maybe I'll do that once it's gone. Okay. Oh, wow. It is kind of dim in here. How am I going to do this? Oh, wait. We're here. Look at what I'm going to do, guys. Oh! Yeah, that's 1S, Jeff. But I probably wouldn't have known off the top of my head either. But yeah, I found her the same way, actually. Oh, my girth. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Where is my flashlight? Oh, that's way better. Okay. So that's kind of cool, right? So Can I Bum a Smoke? She said, 30 feet away, legs dripping out of a tight skirt, spaghetti strap top, olive colored, exposing a tattoo above her small chest. It said no. Then some other shit. I don't know. I gave up looking at that point. I didn't want to give her one, but I made the cardinal sin of holding my pack in my hand while walking down the sidewalk at Vermont and Wilshire, heading towards 6th. I looked into my pack as she approached, pulled out a cig, gave it over to a hand with fingers that were covered in blood. I was startled. I looked up at her face. It had been beaten to a pulp, slashed a couple of times too. The left side of her face was drenched in sticky red liquid. The right side red and puffy, slowly changing to darker colors. Wow, that is a horrible time to drop your book. Okay, here we go. The swelling was coming. In just a few minutes, she would be unrecognizable. My hearing seemed to go then, my vision tunneled. Nothing else around made noise or moved. She said, thank you, Grassi, in a rather pleasant voice, not from a face that just got pounded and cut into mince. I think she smiled. She walked away. I walked away, not looking back, not wanting to know, but wanting, or I'm sorry, I'm going to read that whole little part again. I think she smiled. She walked away. I walked away, not looking back, not wanting to know, not wanting anything from her or about her or her. So yeah, I was talking about your text from earlier, dude. Just so you guys know, I had a problem. I went to a bad eye doctor last summer. Okay. So how it worked out was I was just getting my eyes checked to see if I needed new lenses for these frames I was getting. And the eye doctor's like, "Oh my gosh, it's almost like a miracle. Your eyes are getting better. You don't need a prescription that strong. You can have a smaller prescription. This is great." And my kid, we went the same day. She goes in. They say the same thing. "Oh my gosh, your eyes are great. You don't need such a strong prescription." Lowers our prescriptions. Okay. I can't fucking read anything. And I thought like there was something wrong with my eyes. Like I thought like there was something like nefarious, like something was wrong. But no, it's just like he gave me a weaker prescription and now I can't fucking read anything. And it's driving me absolutely crazy. I thought I was I honestly thought I was like going nuts and that like my eyes were rotting away in my head. But I just can't fucking read anything. So I'm gonna have to. I think I'm like today. I'm gonna either go get some readers or get a fucking magnifying glass and just be that guy that reads books with a magnifying glass and tries not to light the book on fire from the sun. You know what I'm saying? I know. I just feel like he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking troll every stupid fucking bad eyesight motherfucker that comes in here today. And I'm just like, wow. That's a lot of cuss words, mister. You need to calm down. All right. Okay, I'll read the hypothermia one because that one like cracks me up. And I mean it's sad, but like come on, be real here. Okay. And then we'll get on to other things. Hypothermia. I was walking up to my building. There was a man passed out, face down in my path. I stepped over him, as I do when there are people blocking my way. Entered my building, entered my apartment, turned on the lights, turned on the kettle. It was cold. It was so cold for LA that I was beginning to worry that the unhoused may freeze to death. And here I am making instant coffee. In the morning, I walked out of my building and was met with police tape, paramedics, cops, spectators. I looked down on the sidewalk and there was a sheet over a body. Bear with, bear with. In the exact same spot of the body from the night before. Guilt coursed through me. What a piece of shit I was. How selfish could one person be? I had killed this man, I thought. I walked over to the cop and asked what the cause of death was. I squinted my eyes, waiting for the horror, waiting for the word hypothermia. Then the cop said, gunshot to the face. Oh, thank God, I shouted, leaned over, hands on knees, laughed out loud. Woohoo! Oh, I walked around the body this time instead of over and whistled a jaunty tune. All right. So, yeah. So, Los Angeles, there's 4 copies left. mattwallart.com. Panic, there are 9 copies left, and these will be off by midnight tonight. So, how many Los Angeles were there? There were 24 copies of Los Angeles signed and numbered. Panic, 50 copies signed and numbered. And then I think I'm going to leave Me as an Action Figure and extra up for, I don't know if I'm going to leave them up the whole month, but they're going to be up for a little bit because I only put them up like the last week or two of last month. So those will be there too. End of Everything and Winner of Your Mom's Sodomy Prize Poetry I haven't put up yet, so I need to do that. But I need to show you what February's chapbooks are going to be. But I think we're going to come back to that after we read some poems for the Our Time Is Now anthology. But we need to talk a little bit, guys. There are some things that need to be said. Dark and Intense, thank you. Appreciate it. I love how dark that was. Well, thank you. It was sad because someone's dead. So ease up on how much you love that. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. It's fine. It's been a while. I'm sure we could talk about it. It's not too soon. That was me easing it. Okay. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Are you ready? Our Time Is Now. Okay. The anthology that is going to be out next Saturday. Okay. It's not going to be a week from today because here in America, we have this little thing called the Super Bowl. And when that happens, everyone turns into a fucking idiot and no one can do anything that they're supposed to do. So because Sunday is going to turn into a day where nobody is wanting to do anything, Saturday is when we're going to do this stream. Okay. So our Sunday stream is going to be Saturday because Sunday is going to be super for people who like Super Bowls. I kind of don't, but it's okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way about Super Bowl Sunday. Honestly, I might do some streams, but I do have some things I have to do. None of them have to do with the football game. I have a friend whose birthday falls on, what day is that? The 10th or the 11th? That's their birthday. And it just so happens that their birthday is on the Super Bowl and they're really upset and pissed off and think no one's going to come to their birthday party. And they're probably right. So they have to figure out a different way to celebrate their birth. Never really understood why people celebrate birthdays because you didn't do anything. Your mom got split in half to make you. And here you are. And so now I have to give you a present. I should go take your mom out to dinner for fuck's sake. All right. Oh yeah. So next Saturday is going to be like the launch party, the release party for the Our Time Is Now thing. Okay. And first off, I want to thank every single one of you who submitted. It was awesome that you guys did it. But here's the big but. Here's the J-Lo walking in the room. Okay. I feel that a lot of people, and this is just, okay, so I'm going to say this a couple different ways, but I got to figure out what part to say first so I know how to give you guys a compliment sandwich here. Okay, let me do this. There were 2 reasons why we are doing this anthology. One is because when I do something and I think it's helpful, I want all of you guys to do it too. Okay. So straight off, right off the bat, that's what that is. And what I thought was helpful this year or right now is I had a word that is like my word for this year, whatever it is. Okay. Well, I know what my word is. Um, but the thing is that the idea of having a word for you for this year is to help you, to help push you, to help inspire you to do the thing this year. Okay. And some of you decided to take it as an opportunity to just like, oh, this is the word I picked. So here we go. This is a word I picked. And probably there were some of you who like just grabbed an old poem that doesn't have anything to do with anything, but is a poem that has like a one word title. And you're like, ooh, I could throw this in there. Okay. Now, some of you did not go with the spirit of what this was about, but I'm taking your poems anyway. And here's why. Because the second reason why I wanted to put this together was to give all of us a jump start as to something fucking awesome that happened this year. Like the year just started, and at least if you're from Southern California, the year started off a bit shaky, okay? But having a poem published, like a poem accepted, published, coming out, it's a feather in your hat, even if you think that what I do is stupid and you don't think anyone's going to give a shit, you just fucking accomplished something. Okay. You you got accepted, you got published. Now you got fucking 11 months to fucking keep kicking ass because the year just started and you're already fucking killing it. Okay. So even though I feel like some people either took advantage of what the spirit of this thing is or didn't really fit the prompt or anything like that, we're still going to put you guys in it because this whole thing was to build you up, to give you a little bit of a oomph, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of fuck yeah, you did it, motherfucker. Okay. So we are going to be putting these poems out. Okay. So even if you didn't totally abide by what the thing is, that's how this is going to go. Another thing is as an editor of things, whether it's the Blood Rag, the Poetic Anarchy anthologies, Weird Mask, Bloodshed Review, whatever it is I've edited, I have either never asked for revisions on things. What I would normally do is just not accept something. Okay. And the reason being is because I don't like telling somebody that their work isn't what I think it should be, kind of thing. Meaning, like, if you submitted something to me, I am rarely going to say to you, I'll take this if you change this, this, and that. Or if you change this word out for this word. Or if you do this, the only time I've ever changed anything was when I needed to change a line breaks on a poem to fit on a page because I had a certain page count I had to hit. And I would talk to the poet about it and say, hey, I need to do this. Is this going to be okay? That's the only time I ever changed anything. There is a poem in here that got submitted that I'm going to have to ask for at least one word to be omitted because this is why. And you know what? I don't want to call anybody out. So here's what I'm going to do. When I get to your poem, I'm going to read your poem the way I want your poem to be presented. So there will be an omission in there. And then we can talk about it through email. And if it's an issue, then I just won't put it in. Okay. If that makes sense. So we'll do it like that. So you guys excited yet, or what? Have I made this a horrible experience? Oh my gosh, Ermengersh. Oh my Gerf. Let me see here. Where it was. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, oh yeah, I could just do this. Hang on. Let me. I'm trying to find my poem. Ah, where's my poem? Oh my god. Okay, we will not start with mine, obviously, because I'm having a hard time. Okay, so we are going to start with Carol. Okay, so Carol's word is healing. It's time to cast off this tether to the pain, to let it go, leave it in the rearview mirror. I am no longer that woman. I am fresh. I am new. Shoulders back, head held high. It's time to heal these wounds, not just on the surface. Rip off the bondage, dig out the scar, and watch me bloom. Watch me heal. The past no longer controls me. Beautiful. 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 Oh, I wonder if I could do. Can I do that? How do you do that on here? I'm going to try to make the font bigger. Wait, do I just zoom in? Is that how I do it? Oh, yeah, yeah. So how do I do that again? I just did it. So it's, I don't know how to do that. What is that? Shift, Control, and period? That's really weird. Let me see if that works. Shift, Control, period. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, look at how big that is. That's what she said. Oh my gosh, this is going to be great. So, Carol, thank you. That poem is perfect. Good job. Oh, geez. Okay. So here we go. And then this one is from Raven. It is self-empowerment. And so she writes her poetry under Lori Carlson. And if you guys haven't gone and gotten her book yet on Amazon, go get it. Okay, so this is called Self-Empowerment. This is the year I take back control of my life, wrench it from the hands of those who've coveted it. My health and well-being are solely my own. No more wishing the doctors have all the answers. They don't. No more begging to ancient gods to save me from myself. No more living in denial, shame, and disgust. I am worth the effort. This is the year that I encompass myself with poetry, art, and music, allowing them to become one with me. Oh my God, that's so. To the point of embodying their essence. I am poetry. I am art. I am music. And so it shall be. This is the year I surround myself with the beauty of friendship and kinship. Those who too are dedicate to the arts. No more wishy-washy friendships that dilute me. Those who reduce my arts to mediocrity. I will only allow those in my inner circle who uplift me, who inspire me, who help me reach the heights of greatness. I deserve this. This is the year I gift to myself a meditative calmness, a determined compassion, a glorious new life of my making, and a space in my beingness, open and free for muses to come to dance, sing, and merry make, while leaving me strings to infinite pearls to craft my arts upon. Holy shit. Um, Lori. Yeah, bone and sinew. Why can't I ever say that word? Sinew, 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 sinew. There we go. God damn it. Like I could say it, but reading it, I'm like, sinew, sinew, bone and sinew is Lori's book. Yeah, I'm trying to not cry right now. So, Lori, when you watch this in a little bit, good job. Everybody loves it. You did great. Oh my gosh. All right. So, this next poem is from Ryan Hubner. I hope I said your name right, bro. It's called Electric. A machine that animates with the subtle twitch of charged fingertips in response to the sun's blinding light, seeks to complete that what nature cannot finish. It is the conduit for all that is electric. When those gates stay open to receive and send the endless flow, all may look upon it and deem it as life. The sands of time may weigh down those gates to a close, but the current still flows. The energy snaps in the ether as sparks ignite, hearts engulf in flames, and the eyes start to glow. The world will light up like a star that is electric. Awesome, dude. Thank you for that. You can't find the book, Gurf? Right? Lori. Oh wait, she put her name in here, right? Oh wait, no. Okay, I'll type it in. Like, I spelled it wrong. Okay, there we go, right there. Yeah. And then put poetry. Evocative wordsmithing at its finest. Nice. Everything but her book is coming up. How do you know everything but her book is coming up? I'll send you a link. It's really okay. I don't know if it's a poetry thing, but I'm not going to lie. For whatever reason, I think Amazon just hates poetry, but you have to really like put in every keyword that needs to be in the search bar to make certain poetry books come up. It took a while for my poetry books to come up. And I think if you put just my name in, because my name also means something else, even if you put like Matt Wall Books, I mean, it's probably comes up now, but like I remember like especially when I first started doing poetry books on Amazon, like my books just would not come up. So I would have to put the name of the book, my name, poetry to make the book like pop up on the first page of the search results, not even the first thing. But now I think it's a little bit better. I think it works I think the more people search your stuff, the easier Amazon's like, oh, this is a thing we need to do. Yeah, that's totally true. Searching poetry on Amazon is unnecessarily difficult. It totally is, 100%. Okay, so let's see. What is the next? So the next one we have is from Ethan McGuire. And his word is right. I write because I am selfish and I wish to embrace my selfish pride. I write because I am unselfish. Maybe my writing will help others. I write because I care and I love what I write. I write because I do not care, but know my unloved work is required. I write because people are kind and I want them to praise me. I write because people are unkind and I want them to notice me. I write because I am inspired. I simply must write immediately. I write because I love to write, and such love demands an answer. I write because I hate it all the time, but must love it at the same time. I write because I want to be a writer. Writing fulfills my never lost dreams. I write because I do not want to be a writer, and writing helps relieve my disappointment. I write to relieve this stress. Writing allows me to escape my world. I write stress and in a panic when the reality of a project presses me. I write to show the truth. I write when I have let the truth down. I write because I am a sinner. A sinner sat before a judgment of paper. And then he said, just as a side note, he's like, my word for the year is right because I'm determined to make 2025 the year where I truly confront how high a priority writing is to my life and my soul. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 989 Studios. Let's see. Corner between four walls. I cannot. Let me read this, but because I don't know this person, and you might be a totally cool person, but people are assholes sometimes. So let me just make sure this is okay before I. Let me see. Okay. Real quick. I appreciate you putting the poem in here, but what is happening right now? Like, give me some context. Like, I've never talked to you before. So, a little bit of context. Oh, just another thing, too. My voice will vanish into the air. Well, hopefully, your comments will too. I need context, bro. Context me here. Here's something that editors don't like. Okay. So, just for future reference for all of you, if you don't know how to follow directions, no one will ever read your stuff again. So, if, for instance, someone says, posting my poem for all to see. Okay, but that's not what this is right now. Like there's like rules behind not rules, but like I'm gatekeeping because that's what I do, right? No, other people have submitted their stuff already. I appreciate you doing this, but like maybe like a hello and like because like definitely submit your stuff, post your stuff for all to see. But when you just like show up and just like shove a poem in somebody's face without like going, "Hey everybody, how's it going?" or let me like talk about other people's poems that have already been up on here. It just comes off a little shit, you know? So just like proper etiquette for stuff. Um, you know, Because like if I said everyone just post poems in the chat, especially like since you had like a bunch of different stanzas in different messages and people were just all posting, like it just wouldn't make any sense. It would just be madness. That's not fun. So I appreciate you coming and I appreciate you wanting to do this, but like be a part of the community before you like force yourself onto somebody. You know, buy a girl a drink first. Am I right? Like, come on, tell me I'm pretty, play with my hair a little bit. And then like take me back to your place. You know, don't just like don't just shove your words down my throat. But anyway, so with that said, and maybe that's my fault for not stating that that's something that should happen. Okay, so maybe that's my fault. But check this out. When an editor or a magazine or a website or whatever specifically says how to do something, and then you don't do that thing, they're going to look at you as somebody who can't follow directions. And so they're not going to want to work with you anymore. So typically, like, and I'm not saying, I'm not calling anybody out. Don't think that, but I'm just trying to like explain this because we're going to get to some poems that do not fit at all what this was about. Okay. But like, if you ever have to type the words, I don't think this fits the theme, or I don't think this fits, don't send that poem because you're basically telling the person that you're sending this to, like, I know what you asked for, but I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want anyway. Okay. And I know that you didn't do that. I know that's not what your intention was because some of you who did something along those lines just felt comfortable doing that because like we're friends and stuff, and that's fine. But I'm just saying in general practice, if you ever find yourself saying, I know this isn't what you're looking for, but don't send that. Just give them what they want. Okay. So like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Like if your landlord is like, hey, the rent's due on the 1st, and you're like, I know you were asking for the rent, but I made a pot pie. Here's your pot pie. Like the landlord might be, oh, I do enjoy food and I like eating and I actually really like pot pies, but I fucking asked for the rent. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm going to evict you now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So anyway, so that was that 989 Studios. Thank you for posting. And you haven't said anything else. So that kind of just goes to what I was saying. This is the same kind of thing as those motherfuckers who go to like online open mics and they just like show up and read a poem and then they fucking split. Oh, I got to go, guys. Sorry. Got to run. Got another open mic to go to. I didn't listen to any of you guys, but you let me read. So now I'm out. And it's like, fuck you. Why did you do that? Like, you just come and you piss in my mouth expecting me to say thank you and then you fucking leave? Like, fuck you. Why would you do that? Have some fucking etiquette, dude. If you're going to try to be a part of a community, be a part of the community. Nobody wants you to come and piss on a fire hydrant and then leave. Because then you leave all of us cleaning up your fucking piss. You're a fucking child. Don't fucking do that shit. And there's a lot of people who do the online like open mic shit that are like big deals in the YouTube poetry community, whatever the fuck that means. And they fucking do that shit. It's fucking rude. It's fucking childish. Fucking, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I'm not even joking right now, but I'm fucking tired of poets who are fucking only children. Poets whose moms never told them no. Like, you entitled motherfuckers. I'm so over you. I wish there was like a school. Like, you know, like there were the Beats, there were the confessionals. I wish there were the only children. So we could put them all in their own fucking category in the own fucking corner of the bookstore and just fucking leave them there. Because I don't want to fucking hear you fucking complain about not getting everything you want, you entitled fucking shit. I hate when we people read and leave. It's so entitled. Are you calling yourself one of those people, Jeff? Jeff doesn't do that. Jeff totally doesn't do that. I hope that wasn't like a Freudian slip there. It's just shit. If you're gonna be a part of the community, be a part of the community. No one's gonna remember that you read something at an open mic night. No one will remember your poem. Yeah. Okay. So no one will remember your poem, but what people will remember is you and how you interacted with everybody. That's what community is. Okay. No one's going to get famous reading a fucking poem on fucking YouTube. Okay. But when you build a community and people start reading your stuff and start like knowing you, that's when your stuff starts spreading like fucking herpes in a fucking whorehouse. Okay. Which is what we all want. My God. I hate having to fucking be the goddamn poetry police. It's so fucking annoying. So sorry, if any of you were only children and like we don't have a problem, it's because you're self-aware. So if you are an only child, but you are also self-aware, like let's hang out. I'll hug you. Everything's fine. But it's all this other fucking malarkey. Drives me effing crazy. Let's see. That's absolutely true. Going and talking about other poets' work gets you further. An only child, that is. Okay, but Carol, but you know what's happening. You know what's up. Everything's fine. Like that was a horrible generalization, but it's just like, it just sucks when it's so on the nose for so many people. Yeah, and it's not just like talking about other people's work, it's appreciating other people's work. Like there's so many poets out there who just read like, oh my God. Getting a little mad now. Okay, so here we go. We're going to have a little bit of a rant. I know you guys like it when I rant, so get some popcorn, get your tea, like drop your pants. Let's do this, okay? Here's the thing. It's that whole like you get more flies with honey bullshit, okay? If you are a part of a community or you try to be a part of a community, the best way to be a part of that community isn't going, look at me, look at me. I'm going to read my poem. Now tell me how great my poem is. The best way to be a part of that community is when someone else bears their soul and it touches you, you fucking let them know. And you let them know how important that was to you and how that moved you and how that touched you. That will go a long way. And when you do that a few times, people will start knowing, like, oh my gosh, you're like a real fucking person. Like you're genuine. And then people start feeling a connection from here through up to you, whether it's here or in person. IRL, bitches, you know? But when you show up one time and act like a fucking dick and act fucking entitled and just are a complete fucking narcissist, everyone will know that. They just need the one time of you being a shit to remember that they don't ever want to be around you again. And then you sit there and you're like, God, I don't understand. I write all these great words and nobody gives a fuck. That's why. You is why. Doesn't matter how great your poems are. If you're a piece of shit, no one's going to fucking like it. So anyway. Oh, my fracking shit. Okay, so anyway, that's what's going on, guys. 989 Studios is a video game maker from the 90s, same logo. Oh shit, yeah, that's didn't they do sports games or some shit? I can't even see what the fucking logo is. Yeah, I don't know. It was probably like someone just went into ChatGPT. This is why I try to do a thing where you have to be a subscriber for a day, but today I didn't do that. So it's like, um, yeah, whatever. I fucked that up, guys. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Um, Next poem is from Bunny, Bunny Wild. And Bunny's word is power. I have the power of the late night under a lamp without a shade, wringing the last sweat out of my brow with its warmth as I twist the fabric of my thoughts into leaping, dancing figures that live in my with my blood in their hearts. I have the power to be gentle to the screaming child, the screaming man, the tortured poet, and the one who does not know why they scream. I have the power to be who I needed to hold and comfort me when I had the shiners on my face, slashes down my arms, weighing 90 pounds, rib cage almost cutting the seams of my little tank tops apart. And no one cared whether I lived or died, as long as I did either with my mouth shut. I have the power to cry, ugly and loud, when tears are needed. I have the power to be soft and tender when the world tried to make me cold and bitter and hateful. I have the power to be kind when it is looked down on. I have the power to be who I am and write what I write. When it okay, sorry. When it is late, waiting for the baby to scream, when the morning comes and I am alive, while the figures move to the music that the soul is speaking. Fucking hell. Um that got me a little yeah, that got me a little bit. Um Bunny, good job. When you are watching this in the future, I hope you realize how fucking badass that was. Good lord. All right. Um okay, and then the last, not the last poem that's going to be in this, but the last poem that I feel like went to the shit. Did I wait? What am I doing here? Dang it. I thought I just saved it. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. Did you guys know Nikki Jam's real last name is O'Hara, like Frank? My God. I had no idea. The fuck? I had no idea. This is news to me. I've been talking shit on Frank O'Hara for weeks. How come nobody told me that Nikki Jam is related to Frank O'Hara? My gosh, how embarrassing. I feel like a fool. I feel like a goddamn fool. Oh my gosh. I assume she had a cool name. Oh. Okay, so Nikki's word is restore. I turn the page to one of 365 and bleed. I am not by nature the praying kind, but one by one my fingers intertwine, head bowed, then raised to the sky, while tears drop like ink blots onto my virgin page. An internal monologue pleads, let this be the year that I claw back the creativity, life and loss has stolen from me. Let words and worlds flow through, what is that? Through a scarce used pen, from a scarce used imagination. I beg to whatever other might hear and take note or pity. Release my heart from this creative impotence. My nails carve crescent moon palms. Oh, shit. Or no, crescent moon psalms. Sorry. Into the underbelly of my hands. Fuck. Runes on ruined skin. Please, please, please restore what made me me. Fucking hell, dude. God damn. Nicky Jam. Fuck. Damn it. I dig that. Oh. The nails in the crescent. Runes on ruined skin, right? So really, really fucking good shit, guys. Now, here's the deal. The rest of the poems that were submitted are great poems. Okay. But as you can see, like the feel of what this is, like what I was hoping I can get everyone to do. It was like an internal thing, because a lot of the other things that the poems that are going to follow did, a lot of them are external things, like this is what I hope for the world, this is what I hope for you. And that's not what this is, because this whole project is for you to have like your own sword, your own torch in the dark, your own like pedestal to fucking scream off of about you and what you want for your life, for your heart, for your soul. Okay. And a lot of the other poems in here that people submitted are kind of outside of that, or they're not as positive, I guess is the best way to put. They are kind of downcast, and they're great poems, and that's why I want to put them in. Okay. But it's not exactly what the idea of the project was, but that's okay. We're going to read them anyway because they're good poems. Okay. So let's hit this shit. I can explain. My God. Okay. And the funny thing is, here we go. I got 2 poems with the same word. Okay. But the poems are a bit different. So this poem here is from Herb, Mythical Meter, new to the crew here. So this is called Old Freedom. Freedom upon the pedestal, chaos dividing at her feet. Starry night pours the crucible. Lava flows and torments streets. Sorry. Freedom lapsed to the status quo, indulging in decadence on high. Her mighty voice rapped for show, drought-stricken wind rolled by. Freedom reared its beautiful head as privilege formats a flourishing fee. Entitled demands and dauntless death, a responsibility absently flees. Freedom waits in the marble chair while the lady weighs a wasting toll, sorry. And the square vents the company's care, receiving their platitude of coal. So again, very well done. The alliteration and some of that is amazing. Very, very good, bro. I tried to follow direction. It just didn't work. I agree. Okay, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. Chasey, you already told me you were going to do it. I'm waiting for yours, Chasey. I'm waiting for yours. Just send it. Just send it. Let's see here. So then the other freedom poem came from Cole. She's there, but you can't see her in the rain and under street confetti. She's a puddle, a stream, a canal. Freedom is the word. She's she's a brown and crisp leaf falling from a willow tree. She's a eucalyptus tree, a fig tree. She's all of the plants and trees and all of the ships at sea. She's still alive in that sense. And so are you. You are freedom itself, as is she, a fig tree, a eucalyptus tree. She is there when people help one another. She's bird song. She's a cat purring, a wolf howling. She's the moon, full, half, and hidden. Freedom is the word. Gorgeous. It's beautiful. So awesome. So thank you, Cole, for sending that in. I thought that was awesome that you guys both picked the same word. That was pretty cool. That was neat. All right, so let's see. And then this poem is from Jeff, and Jeff was saying how this poem is like kind of like a collage, if you will, of things that he had been writing in the writing Zooms the last few Zooms, I think. Is there any more of the code that makes an apostrophe a plus equals and 39? Had to go in and kill some of those. So this is so funny. It's called Hanging a Magritte at McDonald's. Awesome. Let me see. Yeah, okay, here we go. Tell me of the forgeries hanging in museums, the tragedies that inspired their brushes. Let's talk the fat of how the bacon is made, how the flavor of death can be hammered so enticingly. Tell me there are clouds in your coffee, that you have too many thoughts and not enough hands. I'll lend you a smoke and a glass of water. It might take us days with everything that's been smoldering. I'll tell you I got out of bed like a cold lighter, sculpting what I need from what I've got. A line drawing inked into my pillow. If it's a map of my mind, then it's a part I don't often use. Sorry, I love that fucking pillow line. Oh, I was changing my clothes when I thought I was changing my skin, refining energy from the crude output of my preoccupation. It's something I can't stop doing. Tell me how to stop the death machine from working so effectively. This isn't an alarm, but it hit me on the side of the head like it was. We were humming different songs. The sound was tracing its hand with my hand. No one can tell we hated it here. We are both crying in our coffee, thirsty for motion. Both of us are smoking, but only one of us is on fire. It's awesome stuff, dude. So vivid, bro. So, and now, and now we got some girth. I'm about to get some girth on my face here, guys. Are you guys ready? No. Okay, so this poem's a banger. Okay, so this is Paradox. Love said she fell. She said was clumsy, always hitting the ground so hard. So careless. Let me make that bigger. So careless in the blur of her headlights. There were never any witnesses. On the stand, there love stood, smiling that fucking smile. Love said it was a paradox, but it was certain what it saw that day. It cradled her quiet body in the dirt, like a forgotten rag doll beneath the bed, until she finally came undone at the seams. But the threads of a woman mean nothing to love if there is nothing he can make from them. Huh? Yeah, let's fucking hearts the fuck out of everybody right now. So here's the thing. You guys all kicked ass. You guys all wrote something fucking amazing. And next Saturday, it's going to be out and it'll be a thing. Okay. So, congratulations, everybody. You already started it off. So, get those resumes fucking kicking that you already got something published this year. Okay. You got 11 more months to put more shit out. You got this. So, with that said, let's talk about what the February books are going to be, because I want to do this and I want to say something about this because, like, for the most part, how do I say this? I have to be really careful because I'm going to tell you guys a little something about me. One of the biggest problems I've had in my life that pushes people away is I do something and then I think that because it's so easy for me to do something, everybody should do this thing. So why can't you just do it? Just do the thing I'm doing, guys. It's really easy. Just do the thing. Okay. And I understand it's not easy for everybody. Okay. And here's an example. I can't remember dates of anything. Like I remember like important dates. Like I remember people's birthdays and stuff like that. But like you give me an appointment for something, I will forget. I forget every week that it's Tuesday when we're supposed to do our stream. I usually have no idea what day it is, but there's calendars. I'm in front of my computer. It says on my phone, but I can't seem to figure that out. So it's wrong for me to like come down on people all the time. Like when I'm like, just do this thing, guys. It's really easy. Just cut your wrists open, bleed on the page, and be honest with your poetry. Quit lying to yourself. Quit lying to the page. Quit lying. Be real. You know who you are. Take your mask off and just fucking vomit on the fucking computer fucking keys. Why is that hard? It's beautiful that you can write about things outside, but knock it the fuck off. Look inwardly for 5 fucking minutes and be real and be honest about who that broken, vulnerable person is, because all of us are fucked. There's not one of us who doesn't have something you could work on inside. Okay? Observe, learn how to observe you. And in doing that, it will help you observe things outside so you can start working on that other stuff. But because so many of us try to emulate what we like. Like we read a poem, like we find a book of some poet and we see how that makes us feel and how it touches us. Or we're like really impressed with their line work. And like, God, I want to fucking do that. And so instead of focusing on being real and focusing on your voice, you start focusing on how to make your stuff be like that stuff. And it's really hard for those of you who came from academia because the whole reason why you were in school was to gain the approval of a professor. So everything you did was to make them like the thing. Everything you did was to get an objective opinion off of something subjective that you made. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how difficult all of this stuff is, but like none of this is this hard. Poetry is stupid easy. It's stupid. Poetry, like the book that is eventually going to come out, poetry is bullshit. It's absolute horseshit. Okay? It's just the thing that we do to fucking express ourselves. But like us and the thing that we're talking about, that's the important thing. The poem itself is fleeting, fucking stupid bullshit. It's like crumples up and it fucking flies away. It's nothing. Okay? You are the art. You molding yourself into the next version of yourself. That's the art. The poem is just like the hammer and nails that build the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? No one ever goes up to a house and looks at the house and goes, God damn it. Look at those nails in that wood. That's fucking beautiful. They go, oh, that's a fucking nice house. I'm gonna fucking put a couch in there. Maybe bring a lady over and do the thing, you know? Or raise a family, whatever the fuck it is you guys are into. You know what I'm saying? But no one ever goes, oh man, those nails and hammer wood. That's great. That's some great shit. It's just a means to an end, guys. So don't think so hard about your work. You are the work. So anyway, that's now that I fucking preached to you guys for fucking 5 minutes, everyone left, but it's okay. So, great hammering either way. Yeah. And there's something to be said about someone who could drive a nail. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So with that said, I'm going to show you guys what the books for February are. And I'm going to have a new book coming out too. Not just old chapbooks. But we're going to go back to basics here, guys. Type Hard, Poetry on Writing, Volume 1. This is going to be available sometime later today. There were 50 copies of these made. I have 4 left. Okay. So there are 4 copies of Type Hard left. And then because there were the 4 books, if you remember, there was Type Hard, Type Fast, Type Daily, and Type Drunk. Type Fast and Type Daily sold out before Type Hard and Type Drunk did. So, but Type Hard, like that's like what we've been like. That's been the thing, you know. That's been the mantra or whatever the fuck it is. Okay, and so we're gonna do that. Okay. And then because it's Valentine's Day coming up, and I think I'm trying to do this thing where I'm going to focus on me this month. I'm not going to go crazy trying to please others, if you know what I mean. So we're going to have this book out. Okay. In case you aren't familiar with word puzzles, this is Poems Over Pussy. Okay. So this book here, when did this one come out? This came out, when did I put this out? September of 2023. Okay. Yeah, shit. That's crazy. Let me see. Oh, and this was written in one day. This whole book. I think this book was written during one of the writing a chapbook in an hour things that we do. Yeah, it had to have been. It says it was written on September 9th, 2023. So I could probably go back in the crew videos and see if we did a thing. But yeah, so this book is basically, I wrote this after a breakup. It's very fresh after a breakup. And it's poems about the process of mourning, of grief, of dipping my carrot in everybody's ranch at the party, you know what I'm saying? And then realizing that chasing this the whole time isn't really that important, and I hadn't been doing these, and this is more important than this, if that makes sense. And because it's Valentine's Day coming up, I thought this would be a good little book for you. So this one, there were 28 copies left, and I have about 5 of those left. So those are February's chapbooks that they're only going to be available the month of February. When they're gone, they're gone. When they're sold out, they're sold out. And when they are, if there's still some left at the end of the month, they go back into the Disney vault. Okay. Until it's time for them to come out again. So that's that. And then when I get there, the end of everything and Winter Your Mom's Sodomy Prize for Poetry will be up on mattwallart.com as well. But also, don't forget, these guys are up there now. So me as an action figure, extra. Those will be up there for a little bit longer. Los Angeles and Panic are going into the vault tonight. Okay. So if you want these, you got to get them tonight, today, right now, whatever. mattwallart.com. Yeah. So that's that. I feel like there was something else we needed to talk about. Oh, next Saturday, there will be a live stream that's a launch party for the Our Time Is Now free poetry anthology. And again, I just want to thank you guys for wanting to do this. Thank you for taking part. You guys are fucking awesome. You know, like, good job. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourself some stuff, guys. Like, there's a little thing here that does stuff. Do the thing. Give yourself some love. You got it. There totally is. My poem isn't ready. So when is the last deadline for sending it, please? Chasey, you have been a member since God started doing stuff. Okay. Send that poem to me as soon as you can, and it'll go in. You get special treatment because you've been fucking Anarchy Crew since day one. Okay. So you're fine. Thank you. Everybody else, you're fucked if you didn't send it in. Yeah. Members get special treatment, guys. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's in the fucking YouTube terms of service. Like, treat your members better, give them priority. Yeah, members get to do whatever the fuck they want. That's just kind of how it goes. Let me see what else is there. I feel like there was something else we were supposed to talk about today, guys. Am I forgetting something? Oh, this isn't exactly something we were supposed to talk about, but I'm going to talk about this. So I went to LACMA, and if you guys went to one of the members' streams earlier this week, I showed a bunch of pictures from it and stuff like that. So I've been editing the videos for my trip through to the LACMA, and there's like probably going to be like 5. And I don't know if I should put them out like one after another, or if I should like put one out and then wait a week and put another one out, or wait and like do other stuff too. I don't know what you guys want, but basically there's going to be one video that is the first video. It's coming out tomorrow. It's early modernism, German expressionism, up like from 1900 to 1950. And there's going to be some work from like Jackson Pollock, Mark Rothko, Gorky, Gottlieb, Paul Klee, all sorts of shit. Okay. So that's the first video. The second video is just Picasso. They have a Picasso room at LACMA, and it's just, I can't remember how many, but there's a ton of Picassos. So it's just Picasso. The next video is Mondrian. I couldn't fucking believe. Just like Bean. I'm gonna start crying again. I'm not gonna fucking do it. There is something about like seeing something in person that you just don't get when you see a picture of art. And like, I swear to God, and I think it goes back to like even with prints. Like prints are cool, but they don't have the energy in them. The transference isn't there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they're like signed prints and like, I mean, Warhol got away with it. It's got to be something. Anyway. But yeah, so the Mondrian is there. Brock, Duchamp, Man Ray, Matisse. That's the next video. And then the video after that is what's the next one? Is that the one with no, I think that's that one. Okay. So then the one after that is going to be the surrealist one. Okay. What? Okay. 2 seconds here. Nikki comes in to a chat and retracts a message. The first thing she does. What in God's name is that? Nikki, hello. Your poem was amazing. Everybody loved it. You brought tears to the eyes of fuckers. So real quick, so then there's going to be a video on surrealism, and so it's going to be like Magritte, Miro, Frida Kahlo, a bunch of shit. But then we get into the abstract expressionism, and it's amazing. It's Pollock, Rothko, Still, Klein, de Kooning, Frankenthaler. Why do I do that every time? An idea for those videos, you could do live premieres where the chat is open and you might be there to discuss. Holy shit! I've never done that. That's really good, because I started to do voiceovers in them and I don't like it. I like being able to like hear the ambience of the gallery. That's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. Chasey, that was awesome. Good job on you. Good job on you. Okay, so I gotta find um I gotta find my poem. I had it here and I moved it so I could put it in the thing, and I don't know where it ended up. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's really good, but that's not it. I almost want to read that one. But that's not it. Oh, I can't talk about that. Oh, these are all the poems from that one day when everyone was cranky and I was like renaming people. Yeah, we can't read those. Um is this it? No. Where the fuck is it? Wait, is this it? I'm sorry, guys. This is bad content. I was trying so hard to put all of your poems in like a file so I could read them all and have it be like really easy. I moved my poem to put in there and I can't find where I put it. I took it out of my I didn't take it out of Scrivener, but I moved it and now I can't find it. Um but I've read it during one of the streams. The Transcend poem. Wait, is this it? Wait, I think this is it. I think this is it. Why does it look like that? It's like totally different. Oh, wait. All right. So, yeah, so my word is transcend. Okay. And here it is. It sucks me in deep down like a toilet flushing, me being the shit, the waste in that scenario, the excrement, the water and shit going down the bending porcelain into the drop pipe, into more bending pipes, into the sewer, dark and smelly, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sluggish like bowels. In the bowels of the city, takes us to the plant where the water is watered. But really, it takes us past that and dumps us into the ocean. The waves are heavy, though. They are tall, they are angry, they are mean, dunking me, coming up for air just in time to get dunked again. But down by my feet, my shit feet, the water is calmer. I hold my breath I go down. The deeper I go, the quieter and calmer everything is, the darker everything is, until I can't see, only feel. I know there are doorways, openings, holes somewhere down here. I saw them once before. One was brighter than the other dark like black. I think I'm supposed to swim into the dark one. I'm looking for my art. I'm looking for my style. I saw it here last night in my dream. I know it's still here somewhere. It was by the yummy. You that didn't It was by the yummy that didn't look like anything. But arrows and waves in the water, then balloon dogs, lightning. You know what I'm talking about. They were simple. They were lines of sorts, black lines. It was right here. I just have to find it. Maybe I should follow that sound. I lost the sound a little, but I can kind of hear it. It's off in the distance, but I can go to it, or maybe bring it to me. I need to find the painting. I need to understand. But I also need to not need. I want to also not want. Just be content. Just be. Exist. Just be. Relax. It's easy. Relax. It's okay. Relax. So there we go. Let's see. Thanks. I need to go now. I'll watch into this later. Oh, Chasey left. Bye, Chasey. Just like yours. Yours was so much better, Nikki. Oh, I love it when Nikki and Gurf start telling each other how much they love each other. And then they go back and forth. They go, no, I love you more. No, I love you more, you jerk. No, you asshole. I love you more. That's always a fun time in the chat. But yeah, so the journey is real and the journey is now. Okay. So anywho, that's what's going on. Chasey isn't here, but again, I love that idea. I think that is going to be the way to do that stuff. So I appreciate it. We will try to figure that out. Let's see. What else is going on today, guys? I don't think there is anything else going on today. You guys were really good not spoiling the Rumble for me, so I'm gonna watch the Rumble. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna do some stuff today. I don't know exactly what. Oh, look at you guys loving faces. That's adorable. But yeah, guys, we have a lot of stuff going on this week. Okay. I have a doctor's appointment. This is just me venting now. This is what you get in the member streams. I have a doctor's appointment to fix the doctor's appointment from the other day that didn't go very well. And then I'm going to my gastroenterologist to tell them, yeah, you already told me I had an abnormal test. I need a colonoscopy now. And then they go, oh, okay, well, let's get you a colonoscopy. So that's on Tuesday. And then the rest of the week, we're just going to kick ass and make some art, write some poems. Tuesday night is the members stream. So if you are new to members and I don't have your email, give me your email so I can send you an email to have you be in the writing Zooms. Because like that poem Jeff wrote, he wrote in the writing Zoom. And then that one I just read, I wrote in the writing Zooms. I might go to an open mic so I can read and leave. That's all you need to do, Jeff. You need to show up, not say anything to anyone other than here's my poem, love it, and then go, that's my time, I'm out, I got another one to go to. That's what you do. Colonoscopy, the chapbook, coming soon. I would rather that be a painting, actually, because I'm fucking terrified of what's going to happen, if I'm honest. Yeah, like, if it turns out after all this shit I've talked over the years that my asshole is a thing that kills me, I'm going to be a little pissed off. I'm not going to lie. I always thought I would die at the hands of a beautiful woman holding a knife to my throat or being thrown into a volcano. Just like something mundane, like butthole cancer. Like, you fucking with me right now? So not excited about this, guys. You've heard it to Jeff. Oh shit. Okay, guys. You guys are all fucking awesome. Again, yeah, Mythical Meter. I do have your email, so I'll put you on the email list for Tuesday. So it's Tuesday at 6:00 Pacific, and then we do another one on Friday at noon Pacific. Okay. So whichever one it's easier to get to, you can get to that. Do you guys have any questions before I kill this? If you guys let me go make a cup of coffee and you guys still want to hang out for a little bit, we can come back and I could read some stuff, or we could do some stuff like that. She's going crazy. Jesus. You need to calm down. Enjoy the Rumble. See you for the Zoom. This week will be great. I appreciate that, Jeff. And I just want everyone to know, if you haven't heard Jeff read a poem, you're missing out. Jeff reads, and I've said this to Jeff before, I love the way Jeff reads his stuff. Like, I absolutely love how Jeff reads. I'm going to read, I don't know. Should I read something out of this? I haven't read any poems out of this since I wrote this, or maybe since it originally came out. I don't know if this is going to upset me or not. Will it? I don't know. Oh, shit. I think I'm going to read something. Okay, so I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. And when I come back, let me see here. That breaks my heart. I just looked at like who used to be in the crew, and there was like 10 people who aren't in it anymore. Come back, guys. I miss you. Yes, read, please. Thanks. I wish everyone could see me read with the bass player I work with. That's really fucking smooth, dude. That's like, you reading to a bass player is like, I'm not coming on to you, Jeff. I'm not coming on to you. But that sounds really sexy. That sounds like audible sex. Just saying. You know what I would love to do? Oh my gosh, this would be so cool. If I ever come out there, I should fucking come out there just to do this. If I ever come out there, get me a snare and some brushes and let me like fucking like, I'm totally hitting on Jeff right now. We're gonna dock, Jeff, you and me. Check this out. If I come out there, I want to get a snare and some brushes and just like like just while you're reading and he's doing the thing. That would be fucking awesome. I would absolutely go nuts over that. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Oh my gosh. That's going to sound like sex. Yep. I said it. I totally said it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. If you guys are still here when I get back, we can scissor fight on stage. Okay. You're a pervert. I'll be right back. As long as you guys are here when I get back, I will read a couple more poems. If not, have a good week, guys. Yeah, let's do that. God damn it. It's not hot. That's what she said. Okay. Let's see. So we got a couple people here still. Am I back in the ether? Oh, sorry. Matt's our mama. Yeah, I'm shitting you guys out right now. I know I don't like to boil a kettle because like I'm too impatient. I want my coffee now, and it's like so fucking lukewarm, dude. Oh my gosh. It's almost starting to boil right now, but I already turned it off. Then don't complain the water's not hot. Oh my gosh, all caps and everything. This chick. You don't own me. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, guys, I'm going to read a really long poem that is the first poem in Poems Over Pussy, and it might make me cry. I haven't read this in a long time, okay? So, oh my God, that looked like my eye was like going crazy weird, but it's the reflection of the book in the screen. Anyway, but maybe this can help some people who might be going through kind of the same thing. Kettles are for boiling. I know, because like just a hot tap is for what I'm doing. Yeah. All right. I need my light. This is called It's Not That I Miss Her. So this book, Poems Over Pussy, I dedicated it. Here was the dedication. To me. Oh my gosh, I need to do this. It's so fucking dark in here. To me. Listen, it's going to be okay. You can do this. I believe in you. That was the dedication that I wrote to myself. I'm about to start crying just because I read the fucking dedication. I'm such a nice guy. Oh my fucking God. Okay, let's hope I don't start fucking bawling my eyes out, guys. Jesus Christ. Fucking poetry, am I right? Okay, so it's called It's Not That I Miss Her. Okay. It's not that I miss her yelling, screaming, fighting, anger. It's not that I miss any of that. It's not that I miss her sweet ass or her hairy pussy or her flat stomach or her perfect or her hard. Wow, this is getting graphic as shit here. Or her perfect mouth. That's a joke, an inside joke. It's fine. Or the face she made when I her. I just miss the pitter patter of her feet moving around the apartment, shuffling here, shuffling there, getting into things, flushing toilets, dropping glasses, watching reels, just knowing she was around. Because now, instead of writing or finishing projects, all I fucking do is look for the next piece constantly on the phone, on text, on apps, scheduling the next slice of pie that will be on my lips, the next hairy snatch, sloppy and wet that I will dig into, like a man looking for quarters in the coin return of a payphone. I need to focus, but all I can wrap my stupid brain around is pussy, hips, ass, tits, lips, and touch. I need more, but drinking alone, sleeping alone, walking alone is tough. It's good for your soul. What is? It's good for your soul to watch a woman pour coffee in the morning, yawn, stumble around half asleep in the silence of the morning just as the light comes through the blinds. It's good for a man to eat breakfast or drink Bloody Marys with a beautiful woman wearing your shirt from the day before, not being able to find her panties, seeing a bit of cheek as she walks around, confused with this new place, bending over to pick something up, lips and fur peeking from between these thighs. This is heaven. This is what gives a man the desire to write about a new day, gives him the clarity to see the beauty in things he once thought ugly and unjust. This is what you need to create, seeing a beautiful creation, trying to navigate your madness. Whew! God damn, dude. Okay, so that was a bit. There was a lot of words in there. There were a lot of words in there, and I didn't cry. So that was really good. Look at me. Look at me being a grown ass man, growing up, not being so upset about. Dude, seriously, like it's so funny. The other day, I was thinking about. Like, okay, I'm going to say this to somebody who needs to hear this too. Things hurt, and things suck. And when you feel like you have to put your heart in a sling and kind of nurse it back to health, it's hard. It's really rough. It's fucking awful. And I'm not saying this is everybody, but everyone goes through this at least once in their life. So this is good information to hear. There's going to come a time when you look back on that person and see them the way everyone else sees them. And you see them not with like your love glasses, when you see them for what they are, you see the phoniness, you see the facade, you see just like the fake bullshit, like I thought my ex was like God's gift to the fucking planet, like hands fucking down. I thought I was the luckiest fucking dude on earth that I was walking around with that thing. You know what I'm saying? And like just knowing how toxic she was or is, I don't know. I don't know how she is now. Um, but it's like really weird. And then every once in a while, like, because we do have mutual friends, every once in a while, someone will post something and I will like catch a glimpse of her or see a little bit of a reel. Cause like I stopped following her on all social media around the time I wrote that because I did not want to see her. It was like too hard, it was too much. And now when I see her, I'm like, oh my God, she's goofy as fuck and not in a cute way. Like she's just goofy. Like, what was I thinking? Like, my God. And like, I idealize her, or I have in my head. And so she looks a certain way. But even when I go back and look at pictures, like, because my phone does this thing that it thinks is really cute, where it's like, hey, remember how you were like 3 years ago? Here's a picture from it. Isn't this fun? And it's like, fuck you, phone. Why are you doing that to me? Um, but like, I look and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I remember that moment. And in my head, that moment looks totally different. Like, totally like sexier and like just like more passion and just everything looks different, you know? And then like I see what it looks like and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's what I've been like romanticizing this whole time?" Like that's awful. And there's a part of me that honestly feels bad for her too, because I know she was romanticizing a lot about our life together. And back then, like we all grow, we all become better people hopefully as we age and as we learn and as all this other shit. And dude, I was not like top tier dude, you know? I mean, let's be honest, I'm pretty awesome, but like even then, like I wasn't probably what she wanted or needed, and that's okay. Like we don't have to be everything for everybody. And when things don't work out, it's usually for a reason and it's okay. And we don't have to take this shit seriously. Yeah, I got my January recap yesterday. I was like, hey, no thanks. Hey, that's cool. You're all right. You're all right, phone. You just go do your thing. Like, I'm going to go over here and just not ever fucking do that. I get you. So basically, I'm just saying, like, there's going to come a time when, and that time is not now, but just know, and this is probably falling on deaf ears. Okay. All right. But like, there's going to come a time when you look back at this and it's not going to hurt as bad. And it might even be something where you've like learned something. And it might even be something that you could look back at and like not think of like how awful it was and just be like, oh, that was a fun time in my life. Like it was really stressful. It was like I was in a lot of pain. But like looking back at it now, like, oh, I could see like how that time in my life was helpful and how it was a pretty decent time, you know? I know in retrospect, everything's different, but um, just know that it's going to be okay. All right. I think I just got a splinter from something. And I don't know how that happened. But anyway, I know. I know. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, Nikki. So I didn't know that you're related to Frank O'Hara. Like I just thought this whole time your name was Nikki Jam. And when I typed that into Amazon to find your book, it like I couldn't find it and I couldn't understand. But now in retrospect, I'm like, oh, she's related to Frank O'Hara. So that's why I get it now. It's a blessing and a curse. I bet. I bet. We are everywhere. Oh, Scarlet, you silly, silly bitch. Okay. And hearts to the Gurfs. Okay. But yeah, so just keep on keeping on, never have no in your heart, you know? Isn't that what Joe Dierte says? Life's a garden, dig it. Yeah, so everything's okay. I'm so happy that I was able to read that. And then you want to know here, let me tell you something else. Let me fucking tell you something else. For those of you who have gone through this and went from like sharing a space with someone you were in a relationship with to suddenly not having that and being alone. Okay. There's going to come a time when that sadness of living in a silent shell of what used to be uh, a house full of life, laughter, love, and fights. You know, there's going to come a time when that silence that you now have in that place as a single individual is welcoming. You know, and again, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen and it will be okay, you know? And it's really weird because like I lived with people for so many years that it took me like, I mean, honestly, like from I don't know, I guess my whole life. I mean, yeah, my whole fucking life. So from the day I was born until 2023, 2022, 2023, I always lived with other people. And now I was suddenly by myself. And that was fucking really hard. I probably should have got a dog, but I didn't feel like I could take care of a dog. And that's usually when people get plants to see if you could take care of plants. I did take care of plants, but then my kid killed my plants. That's a whole other story. But that just shows you what kids do to you. They take things that you love and then murder them. I joke. But yeah, so long story short, everything's going to be okay. Those poems work. Let me look at some of the type hard poems. Is there anything in here I could give a gander to like? These poems are really old too. It's kind of fun going back this far looking at these. What's in here? Like what poems are in here? Da, 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 God, there's a bunch of poems in here. But let me see. Is that because it's not like these poems are like writing advice. These poems are poems about writing. I've never lived alone. I think it's something everyone should do at some point for the independence it builds, if nothing else. Yeah. I think too, just being able to hear yourself think. Because a lot of times, especially if you're like kind of like the hub of your world, you know, um, you don't get to have full thoughts all the time. Most of your thoughts are constantly interrupted by other people, constantly. Like, you are in the middle of thinking something and somebody needs something. You're in the middle of something, the dog starts barking. You're in the middle of something, something happens and you have to go take care of it, you know? Um, so just having that time where your brain's like, oh shit, I could keep going and no one's gonna oh fuck, like no one's interrupting me. Okay, I'll do this. Let's see. Yeah, that's not good for me. If I don't have noise, the bad thoughts creep in, and that's never fun. Yes, bad thoughts are not fun. That's why fuckers drink. I never lived alone either. My wife was my roommate before we started dating. Oh, dude, talk about ease. Look at this fucking stud. Oh, what a fucking motherfucker. Nice to meet someone else living this cohabitation life. I've lived alone for 10 years now. Many pros, but the cons are heavier. Aww. I get you. I get you. Let's see. Um, why do you get a free house? I want to hear about that. Okay, I got to stop this. Alhambra? What the fuck? All right. Well, I guess I'm getting some Malaysian food. Because she's Nikki Jam. And who are we to question? Oh, I get you. I get you. It was cool knowing each other's weird habits first. I bet. Speaking of weird habits, does that mean your husband's going to make you wear a habit, Nikki? Oh, there's a weird habit. Now this is turning into some weird like fantasy. Absolutely not. Okay. I'd go up in flames. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, guys. I am going to get some stuff done now and start getting on with my day. You guys are like, it's like night, it's tomorrow already. No, he's abandoning us. Oh my gosh, don't make me feel bad. Don't make me feel bad. That's like, what do you call that? Like those are like trigger words for me. Like now I'm gonna just start giving you everything you've ever wanted. Don't leave me here alone. Oh my gosh. Did you not hear the poems from the book? What's happening right now, Nikki? God. I'm a people pleaser. You can't yell at me like that. I will start just doing everything you ask. All right. I'm out. I'm really leaving now. Okay. But thanks so much for hanging out. Again, everyone's poems. You guys are awesome. Very, very proud of all of you. Whispers, I want $1 million. So manipulative. That is so manipulative. You guys are the beat. Just kidding. I can see what that says. Okay. See you guys later. Have a good week. See you tomorrow morning, people who are members. Bye.